Assalamu alaikum, my wonderful viewers. You are welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Hajianimo Tufombia and I welcome you to Fombia Designs. So without wasting much time, let's get into today's video. So I folded my fabric into 4. So as you can see, that's my fabric and I use my length. I first measure my client or myself the full length. So you first have to know the full length that you're going to work on. So I folded my fabric to my full length, and as you can see, I've already folded it into 4. So one will be for the front and one will be for the back. So as you can see, that's the front and the back. So I started measuring from my shoulder to my bust and my waist. So that's what I'm marking. I'm marking from the shoulder to my bust, my waist, and my hip. So that's my hip line, my waistline, and my bust line. I'm viewing it so that you can see it well. I think let me take it on the ground so that you'll be able to see it well. So let's go to the ground. I can't. So please now watch carefully. Just look at what I'm doing. I'm just trying to go over it so that you can see how we started it. So you can see it is just folded into 2 and I folded it back into 4. And this is where I mark my waist, my bust, my waist, my hip line. So I started marking from the shoulder to my hip line, below my hip line, 5 inches below my hip line, and I mark it. So I'm just trying to do it so that you can see everything. So on my hip line, I mark my hip line measurements. I divided my hip into 4, then I mark it and add extra 5 inches ease to it. So where I mark 5 inches below my hip, that's where I'm marking my hip measurement, and I added 5 inches to it, and that's where I'm going to make the straight line. So as you can see, that's where I make the straight line. So here I'm trying to mark my shoulder measurements. I put in my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. Then I measure how I want my sleeve to stop and I mark it. So it was just left with just 1 inch, and I will use that 1 inch to hem my sleeve. So I'm marking the opening of my sleeve, which is 10 inches. So you can see I'll fold the allowance left like this. So I'm now going to connect from where I mark the slit line to my sleeve. So I'll just fold my sleeve area like this. Then I'll connect from down from where I mark the my hip line plus the 5 inches is. Then I'll connect it to where my sleeve stop. So now I'm going to cut it. So now I'm pulling it down so that I'll come to the neck area and mark my neck measure. So I mark it 3 inches. I mark 3 inches there. Then I mark 1 inches for the depth of the back neck. So that's 1 inch. That's 1 inch. And for the front, I measure. I mark 9 inches for the front. Then I measure 1.5 inches and I mark there. That's 1.5 inches. Then I connect it to where my 3 inches stop. So that's what I did. So I'm now going to cut the back neck first. So now I'm cutting the front neck too. So as you can see, this is the front and this is the back. So I'm going to just leave a notch at that place. So we are just going to notch there. Just look carefully. As you can see, just a notch at the corner there. So I just give it a notch there. So this is the full dress. We have finished cutting it. This is how it looks like. So can you see how it looks like? The full view of it. Let's open it so that you see it well. So this is how it looks, the back and the front neck. So now I'm going to just hem the sleeve, the two sleeve side. That's where I'm just going to hem my sleeve. As you can see, I've hemmed the sleeve and I've overlocked the side or the both side. So this is the other side of the sleeve. I've hemmed it. So now we'll go and work on the neck. So now we just finish the sleeve like that. So now we are going to work on the neck. I'm going to use this fabric for my cape or my collar. So I folded this fabric. I cut it by 5 inches and I put gum stiff. I had stiff to it. Then I folded it into 2. So from where I notch it, that's where I'll be placing my collar. As you can see, this is how I'm going to place it. Then I'll sew it round the neck. Don't forget it is 5 inches by width, and I folded it into 2. First add my half sleeve to it, then I folded it into 2. So as you can see, I've finished sewing it. So I'm just going to notch it and notch the other side. As you can see the other side, you can see that I didn't start, I leave some allowance before I start sewing it. That's why both sides have allowance there, as you can see. So I'll push it inside the dress. So I'm just going to push it inside the dress like that, and I'll push the other one too. Wow, my bubu has already started looking very beautiful. My bubu is looking very beautiful now. So as you can see here, I'm just going to fold it like this, then I'll stitch on it and it will be done. Then I'll cut the extra allowance I left, the one I push inside it, then I'll cut it out. So I'm just giving it a press, then I'll pin it, then I'll go and sew it. So I have this fabric that I cut, and I had interfacing on it, and the length is 12-inch, while the wideness is 11-inch. So I notch there, and I notch the middle of the 11-inch, and I also notch the middle of the 12-inch, which is here. So I connect it like this, like a triangle with the notch. So this is the middle of the 12-inch, and the other side is the middle of the 11-inch, which I notched them and connected them like a triangle. So I'm just folding half-inch around it. I'm just going to fold half-inch around it, around all the 4 sides. Please, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are already in the family too, you are welcome. Welcome you back to my channel. And please like and share my videos so that other people will get benefits from it. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll do well by replying you. Thank you. Or if you suggest any style or anything you want us to make, you want me to make a video on, you can send me a message through you can comment it down, and inshallah I'll do it for you. So now I look for the middle of, as you can see, I've finished doing it, but it's left with just this side. So where I notch the middle, that's where I'll let it be. That's where I'm ironing it so that I'll get the line there, so that it will guide me. So I'll put it on the center of the dress just like this. Then I'll pin it round and go and sew it. If you have watched till this point and you have not liked my videos, what are you waiting for, my sister, my brother? Please do well to like my videos. Liking my videos help me a lot and make me understand what my viewers want for me. Yes, please do well to like my videos. There's no harm in doing that. Like it for me, like it for me. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you. So now let's go and sew it and come. So we have finished our front design. You have finished the neckline and the design in front of the dress. We have finished it, as you can see. What is left for this dress is for us to just join the side. So here I'm just going to, this is where my sleeve, this is my sleeve. So from the sleeve area, I'm just going to join both of them, just just half inch. I'll just join there, half inch. I'll just join it up to the where I want my slit to be. So I've notched where I want my slit to be, so I'll just join it and stop here. That's where I want my slit to be, so I'll stop there and I'll do the same thing to the other side. Thank you.